For over 20 years, Thorncreek Golf Course has provided an excellent facility for players of all ages and ability levels. This par 72 course stretches to a maximum of 7,268 yards, but also can be played at 5,547. A tremendous practice facility, including a first-rate practice green and driving range, allow you to improve your game. Owned by the City of Thornton, Thorncreek's #1 goal is to enhance your experience with excellent guest relations services and course conditions.
Golf at Altitude today takes us to the north side of Denver, Colorado, at a course I've played 100 times. You're going to want to play it 100 times as well. Hi everyone, I'm Mark Mosher, and today we're at Thorncreek Golf Course in Thornton, Colorado. Now, some of the very best rounds of my life have been fired right here on this track. Today we're going to show you how great it is, how much fun you'll have playing out here. We've got rules, we've got tips, and we've got much, much more today on Golf at Altitude.
All right, thanks, Moj. Coming up later in rules of the game, the magic number 14. What's it mean? You're going to want to know. And then later in games within the game, if your rounds got a little slow, I've got a perfect one on the tee box that'll kill some time.
Hi, I'm Trent Warner. Coming up in the show, I'm going to show you how to practice your driver so you have a better chance of taking a great driving game to the golf course.
I'm Todd Romero. Here at Thorncreek, we're going to take you high above with the eye in the sky and show you the layout of this course and perhaps show you where a bogey can reach up and grab you.
All right, guys, thanks so much. You know, the guys are ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. Let's show you this beautiful course and get started right now. Upstairs with Todd Romero, he's got the start of the front nine.
The front nine is presented by your local steel dealer. An uphill tee shot greets you on the par 4 408-yard opening hole at Thorncreek. The shot is not as tough as it looks, but the landing area at the 250 mark is narrow. Your two options are to use a 3-wood short of the bunker that leaves you about 150 to 160 yards on your approach. If you hit the driver past 250 and get a downhill kick, you'll be looking at 80 yards to a green that has 3 different levels. Number 2 is an intimidating par 4 for certain. The tee shot is one that you do not want to miss. Accuracy is certainly the key. Your second shot will be from 160 to 180 yards, and you can even play that longer. Make par here and pat yourself on the back. The third hole of the day presents you with a little risk reward. You can play it safe by laying up with a 130 to 140 yard approach, or you can take a chance and hit driver to the narrow part of the fairway over the bunkers on the right. The approach will need to be hit into a well-protected undulating green that includes bunkers and water. Make sure you have the ball on the right level to make birdie. The first par 3 awaits you on number 4. The tee shot may vary depending on the tee box placement. A well-protected green includes both water and sand down the left side. Aim for the center to right center of the green and give yourself a chance at birdie. Number 5, 539 yards. It is a great par 5 with a little risk reward. Hit a long ball off the tee to a narrow neck in the fairway and reach the green in 2. A larger bunker complex guards the right side of the green from 100 yards in, so make sure you play your approach shot to the left side of the green. All the approach shots tend to bounce to the right.
That's a great look at the start of the front nine. We're back here on the ground. Look who we found. Our old buddy Chris Swinhart, who's the head golf professional out here. And, you know, I've played out here, as I said, an awful lot in the past. And this course is now owned by the City of Thornton. You've recently come on board. And I think the first thing I noticed when I got out here is how hard you and your crew are working to really get this place up and at 'em and looking good.
Yeah, we're working really hard at making the golf course in a better condition. We're working with the staff and making sure the staff's doing a better job with guest service, and we're doing our best to try and get people back to play.
Yes, that's the key. They're focusing on you, the golfer, which makes your experience that much better. And I understand you've got all kinds of great specials coming up here that are really going to allow people to get out here, play this course, and have a great time.
Yeah, we're trying to add, we have a ladies special, senior special, we have a new pass for kids, we've got a kids play free after 2 o'clock, which is a great deal for them, so that mom and dad can come out and play with the kids after 2 and it doesn't cost them a cent.
That's pretty good. I can bring my little one out here and play all the time, right?
Yeah, that's the best part, is that dad can bring his 5, 6, 7-year-old, 4-year-old, and just come and hang out for an afternoon.
That's a real key too. I mean, you want to have that kind of experience. You want to feel like you're welcome at a golf course, and trust me, Thorncreek is going to do it for you. But it's not just the golf. Let me explain. This morning when we got here, I had a burrito that was about this big, and it was absolutely delicious. The food is fantastic. You should have seen Kyle on his sandwich. He's like a puma on a fawn. He was all over it. But everything's great. I mean, the food is terrific out here too, so people get the full shebang.
Yeah, we're doing all that. I mean, the food and beverage, he's done such a great job. The food's simple, it's very, very good. It's cost effective, you can afford to eat. So I mean, you get a good price on your green fees, good price on your specials, and then go have a great lunch and a beer when you get done.
You know, it's all about having fun out here at Thorncreek, and I do it every single time I come out here. You will too, Chris. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, stay tuned. More golf at altitude from Thorncreek Golf Course coming your way in just a little bit.
Golf at Altitude is brought to you by the Colorado PGA. Visit coloradopgateetimes.com, your only local source for the best rates on tee times for Colorado's top public courses. By Huberger Subaru. And by Golden Gates Casino and Poker Parlor. You're going to love your odds.
Welcome back to Golf at Altitude here at Thorncreek Golf Course. Time now for the Mike Shaw Subaru Fun Fact of the Day. We all know that Annika Sorenstam competed in the Colonial back in 2003 as a female golfer on the PGA Tour. She didn't make the cut, but did you know the only female golfer to ever make a cut in a men's PGA Tour event? Babe Zaharias in 1945. She shot a 76 and an 81. She was fantastic, probably the best female athlete of all time. Time now to get to the rules of the game. I'm going to throw it right on over to my playing partner. Here's Kyle Keefe.
Rules of the Game is brought to you by coloradopgateetimes.com.
All right, thanks, Moj. Time now for Rules of the Game, brought to you by our friends at the Colorado PGA. Probably the easiest rule in the entire golf rule book, and that's 14 clubs in your bag. Whether you're a beginning golfer, a novice golfer, or an expert, and zero handicap, it's always important to remember that 14 is the magic number. I played with a guy one time that he left his putter on a green the hole prior to, and he said, well, don't worry about it, I'll pick it up later, I got another putter. Well, that's bizarre and just weird. He's allowed to have 2 putters. He can have 10 putters if he wants. You just can't exceed the club limit of 14 in your bag. So before you ever go, certainly before you go and play in a tournament, count up your clubs. You never know if you're shifting out drivers or moving wedges or whatever. Just make sure you don't ever exceed 14 and you don't incur a 2-stroke penalty. Moshe, back to you.
All right, Kyle, thanks. You know, believe me, make sure you have 14 clubs in your bag. It's no fun to be in the middle of a round and discover that you have 15 and your partners discover it too. Not a good thing. All right, time now for some tips. Trent Warner's going to keep you entertained on the driving range. It can get a little bit mundane, but if you do what he says, you'll have fun while you get better.
Golf tips are presented by Mike Shaw Subaru. Always the lowest price.
Hi, I'm Trent Warner. One of the things many golfers complain about is their inability to take their game to the golf course. And to do that, you have to put some pressure on yourself in practice. You have to make your practice more realistic. So I'm going to show you a game that you can do with your driver to help that happen. It's called 100 because we've got 10 golf balls, and each golf ball, if I get it in my fairway, receives 10 points. So a perfect score would be 100. What we've done is set up an imaginary fairway out on the range. I've got a yellow post over here on the left, and a red post over there on the right, kind of in front of that bunker, depicting my fairway. So if my golf ball ends up in that fairway, I get 10 points. If I just barely miss the fairway, where it would still be safe or where I could play it, I'm going to subtract 5 points from my score. And if I miss it by a wide margin, where the ball would be lost, out of bounds, or really not have a shot, a second shot, you're going to subtract 10 points from your score. I'll give one a shot here. So I hit it right down the middle of the fairway. So I'm gonna get 10 points. I'm gonna tee up my second shot and see if I can get 100. If I miss the fairway, it's okay. It's training you that it's all right to miss and to be able to move on, which is what you're gonna have to do when you're on the golf course. So get 10 golf balls, set up an imaginary fairway, and really strive to make your practice more meaningful and more purpose. It'll help you take your game to the course.
For more information on quality golf coaching or using Trent Werner for your business events, please visit TrentWernerGolf.com. And be sure to visit his website, golfscrimmages.com, to learn about practice that will help improve your game.
You know, practicing is not always that much fun, but if you listen to Trent, you're going to have a good time doing it, and you're going to become a better golfer, I promise you. All right, let's go back upstairs with Todd Romero. He's got the rest for the front nine.
A little bit of mind games comes into play on the par 4 6th. The tee boxes tend to aim you right, so make sure you aim a bit left off the tee. As long as you line up correctly, you should be in a good position. A good tee shot leaves you with an easy approach shot to a green. That can be tough, depending on the pin placement. Number 7 is a unique par 5. You can hit it 200 to 250 off the tee to a small landing area, or you can take a big risk and try to fly the ditch. It's a 3-shot hole for most, but it is a fun hole when playing in a scramble. The second and third shots are well protected with native wetlands down the entire left side. The green is also small, so your approach shot needs to be well placed if you'd like to card that par. The final par 3 on the front side of the course greets you on the 8th hole. It is a short par 3 with a well-protected green. Proper club selection, very important here to get yourself on the putting surface and earn a chance at that par. The front 9 ends with a 468-yard par 4. Aim to the left side with your tee shot, as they tend to bounce a little right. The green is well protected by bunkers. The challenge here is the green, which is sloped right to left, has 3 distinct levels. So make sure you pay close attention on your second shot and where to place that ball.
It's a great look at the front 9. You've seen all the front 9 now. Stay tuned. More Golf at Altitude coming your way. We've got games within the game with Kyle Keefe, and we've got the back 9, so don't go anywhere.
Just north of Denver, today Golf at Altitude takes you to Thorncreek Golf Course. Hi everybody, Kyle Keefe. Time now for Games Within the Game, brought to you by our friends at Golden Gates Casino. This one is it's kind of old school, and if you don't remember this, why not bring it back? Say you're playing in the middle of a kind of a long round, maybe it's a Saturday or it's Father's Day or wherever you may be, and you're find yourself waiting on the tee box. This one's called Poison. You remember Poison? It's all about hitting the tee markers. Well, it's pretty simple. It's alternate shot. If you're playing in a foursome, it's alternate shot. You pick your poison. So say I want to go the blue marker, alternating shots, and the point is to be the first one to do it and then kill everybody else in the game. So take a smack at your first one, alternate shots as best you can, and then once you've hit both tee markers, you go after the other guys until they're stymied. The game is called Poison. It'll be sure to kill some time. For more great games just like this, go to altitude.tv, scroll down, find that Golden Gates Casino logo, click on it, and all summer long, you'll be hooked up. Going up to Golden Gates Casino immediately after we're done shooting here. That's no joke. Seriously, going out there, a couple of buddies, gonna get into a poker game. Who knows? You may come home with a little bit of cash. Let's get back to golf. Upstairs once again, the back 9 with Todd Romero.
The back 9 is presented by Huberger Subaru. The backside at Thorncreek starts you out with a choice. A good tee shot may reach the green, but the well-protected left side will definitely make you think before you hit driver. A layup shot with a hybrid club is the safe play. The green is elevated, so the second shot must be well placed and perhaps club up a bit. The par 4 11th is 440 yards. You can hit the driver off the back tee box, but it must be placed perfectly. A hybrid or 3-wood down the right side of the fairway is the way to go. The left side is protected by native wetlands and a big dry creek. The second shot is all dependent on where the tee shot is placed. Hit an extra club. The second shot always seems to end up a bit short. A terrific par 5 awaits you on the 12th hole. The landing area in this fairway is big, but it is well protected down the entire left side. This green can be reached into, but the second shot must be hit to the left side of the green. When laying up, 50 to 100 yards is a great spot. The green is sloped from back to front, so make sure you place the approach shot below the hole. Number 13 is the classic. What you see is what you get, depending on yardage, of course. It could take a short iron or a long iron, depending on the tee box you play. Putting on this green is tough, so make sure you pay close attention to the breaks. Ahead to 14, another fun but challenging par 5 with a good tee shot. You can go for the well-protected green in 2. You must hit your tee shot a little left because the fairway slopes to the left, making the landing zone cut off. The approach shot must be well placed to make the putt. A big ridge in the middle of the green will make a putt a tough one if you land on the opposite side of the ridge. 15 can be a real test and perhaps one of the toughest holes on the course. You must keep your tee shot short of the ditch that is in the front of the green. You can hit your tee shot to make the approach a short iron or a mid iron depending on the tee shot. The green is uphill and has a large slope in the middle of it, so make sure the approach is properly placed for your best shot at par.
Okay, thanks Todd. Holes 10 through 15, joined now by Doug Fisher, head superintendent out here at Thorncreek. And it's funny as we kind of talk about this course, where it was 2 years ago to where it is now. I mean, the amount of work, time, effort, sweat, tears, that you guys have put into this, you can really see the difference.
Thanks. Yeah, about 2 years ago when the city took over the maintenance of the golf course, we sodded acres of sod. We put out thousands of pounds of seed, aerated, edged, done everything we can to try to get the conditions right.
I know you got a bunch of new equipment. As silly as that sounds, to a guy like you, it makes the world of difference.
Oh, it's huge. The city just purchased a brand new maintenance fleet this past winter, and we now have tools that we didn't have before to groom greens, to sweep, to blow, to mow. It's made a huge difference out here.
As you look around the course, just right behind us, a great water feature. The greens are impeccable, but this can be a hard course, but you guys have made some adjustments to where now you can play it anywhere from, say, 5,500 to 7,300 yards. So regardless of your handicap or your skill level, you guys have made it very playable.
Yeah, playability and appearance were the biggest priorities when we came down here, when we took back over. And the future of the golf course now is going to be playable for people of all skill levels, but still keep it challenging for good golfers at the same time. We're currently working with a golf course architect who's creating a master plan that's going to do just that.
That's awesome. I know you guys are excited. Chris is excited. Everybody's excited to see where this course is going. Like I said, from 2 years ago, this place has done a complete 180. Get out here and try it. We need to go to break. Coming up next, we'll show you the rest of the back nine as Golf at Altitude continues.
For more information about Thorncreek, please visit us at thorncreekgolfclub.com. Golf at Altitude is brought to you by Mike Shaw Subaru, always the lowest price, guaranteed, and by SteelDealers.com to find your local steel dealer. Steel, powerful, reliable, affordable. And by Kettle One. Gentlemen, this is vodka. Please enjoy responsibly.
Just 15 minutes from downtown Denver, today Golf at Altitude has landed at Thorncreek Golf Course. Welcome back, everybody. Kind of finishing things up here with Chris and Moj as they try and make their double bogeys. Try and make this eagle putt.
That's a birdie.
Hey, we got three finishing holes, three great finishing holes to take a look at. Let's go upstairs once again with Todd Romero.
16, the final par 3 of the day at Thorncreek. It requires a tee shot to the left side of the green as the entire right side is protected by native wetlands. The green has a large drainage basin, so make sure you hit the tee shot to the correct yardage for your best chance at birdie. The par 4 17th. The left side is protected well by the native wetlands. You can tee her high and let her fly, but the safer play may be to hit a hybrid or even an iron. The green is elevated with mounds, making the proper club selection important on your approach shot. The 18th is a tough finishing hole that requires a very important tee shot to score well. This par 4 can play from 374 to 474 yards. The tee shot and approach are both protected by the large lake that borders the left side of the hole. The green is also protected by a bunker on the left side, so the right side of the green is the spot for you to land and play your approach shot.
Good luck.
Oh, I hit it.
I
like
knew
a
it went
bomb.
left. I knew it. I knew it went left. Why don't
that
you
good?
finish that up there? I'll knock mine in.
Well, that should be good.
That's
We shouldn't
good.
Be talking about it.
I got the laryngitis. I got the laryngitis.
All right. Well, this is for a round of 89.
Something like that.
Playing with the yellow ball.
Minus 12 strokes.
No. I think we both need a cocktail. You know what that means. Time for the 19th hole.
Welcome to the 19th hole, presented by Kettle One.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish it. Do you know what this is?
Well, it looks to me like an Arnold Palmer.
It is. Well, it's a Kettle One Arnold Palmer. With obviously you got the lemonade, the iced tea, the Kettle One. Some people call that a John Daly.
Oh yeah, I can see how they would. I can see how they would do that.
But
yeah.
it tastes perfect.
It is perfect. You know, and I'll tell you what, it's a perfect day out here at Thorncreek, Kyle. I know I've said this all day, but I have fun when I play this course. To me, it's just an enjoyable experience, and I score well. I have confidence coming into it. I like it out here.
The greens, as we kind of talk with Chris about the greens, they're big. They roll well. I think right now they're rolling at a 10, which is just perfect speed. Some tight fairways, challenge every club in your bag, certainly. But you know, when I think about Thorncreek Golf Course, I'm like, wow, that's kind of a drive. No, it took me 15 minutes. I mean, it's right here. So it's a great track. They're doing amazing things with the course and getting it back into what I think is terrific shape now. And I think it's a great day to come out here, play 18, and finish it like this.
I agree. Hey, listen, this is a great drink. Kyle's not lying about it. If you want this recipe and you want all the recipes, go to our website at altitude.tv. Just click on the Kettle One logo. You'll have this one and much, much more. We'll see you next time.